Hello to Emma May. How are you today?
Hello, I'm perfectly well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. For having me chat to you today. So, to me, roughly, how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
Well, I've been singing for as many years as I can remember, but um, sort of more recently, in the past couple of months, been doing more recordings and been writing songs for the past sort of couple of months.
So, what is it like going into the recording studio to record your debut single called "Making Money Making"?
Money making. So that was the first single that I recorded in this studio, which was just absolutely brilliant fun. Um, I've got a lovely chap called Ian. I'll do a little plug for Ian. I go and see him quite regularly, sort of once a week or once every sort of other week. Um, and yeah, just been enjoying my time there and getting creative. And he's always got so many sort of creative ideas to help me through thinking of harmonies and yeah, it's just good fun.
So, can you tell me more about money making?
Money making, yeah. So that song is essentially about the sort of 9 to 5, a little bit inspired by 9 to 5. That working hard for your money, Monday coming around and having to do it all again for the big man, basically. Um, but it's sort of light-hearted, a little bit of fun.
So, it must have been quite daunting going into the recording studio.
Yeah, at first I did find it a little bit daunting. Um, I remember having to do several takes for the first song just to sort of settle my nerves, but Ian's been really good at sort of keeping me calm, because at the end of the day we can just take and take until we get the best one. But nowadays when I go, I don't have that worry. I just go and enjoy myself.
That's the main thing. So, can you tell me more about your single? It's called "We Don't Need Forever."
We don't need forever. So that song is about not needing all of the time in life, not needing all of the years, but just having a good time now and taking every day as it comes. It's another one of my sort of upbeat songs.
So, where do you get your inspiration for songwriting?
So I grew up listening to sort of like Lily Allen and listened to a lot of sort of pop and ska, indie rock, and that's sort of shaped my style of singing, and the sort of sound that I like to listen to. So I'm sort of replicating that. Um, but just a lot of my songwriting is about my own experiences and the experiences of other people in my life. So some of the songs are sort of directly about things that have happened to me or have happened to other people. Um, and We Don't Need Forever is one of those things that I think a lot of people can relate to.
So, tell me more about your latest single called "Young."
Young, yes, young is essentially just about highs and lows of life and figuring out where you are in life. Sometimes it being difficult navigating through it, but it's another one that I think a lot of people can connect with, and it's just quite light-hearted. It's one of my favourite ones that I've done.
So, are you working on any new music in the near future?
Yeah, I've got a whole long list of songs that I've got ready to take up to the recording studio. So I'm working on one at the moment called "A Beauty Like Lightning," which is about sort of navigating through relationships, and basically about relationships being perfectly imperfect.
So, at the minute, you're just releasing signals, singles even. So, have you got any plans to release an EP or an album in the future?
I would like to. I've got enough material to release something, to release an album, which I'm toying with an idea calling it "This Girl." Um, Now I've said it, I probably should. But I've also got a sort of sideline that I'm thinking of doing some kids tracks as well as doing some music for kids. I've got sort of young children that enjoy me creating children's music. So something to do sort of on the side a little bit.
So, can you tell me, what's it like being a independent artist for you?
It's something that's growing and it's something that's exciting. It's it's something that I've always wanted to do, and just over time, I've sort of realised more and more that I want to share what I'm doing with everybody else, and I want people to hear it. Um, but it is daunting, and it does take time and a lot of commitment, a lot of effort putting into sort of trying to sell yourself to people. Basically, trying to get yourself out there and known by people is tricky.
So, have you got any gigs coming up you want to promote?
Any gigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually got a gig on Saturday at the Bitten. I'm singing with a ska group called Half Baked Ska. So all the classic ska numbers we're doing. So that'll be a bit of fun. So that's the Bitten pub. But I do have a solo coming up, which will be quite nice on Friday the 19th at Hogmore Distillery. So it's their sort of first at putting on a live music event, and they're going to see how it goes. So that's going to be quite exciting. Other than that, I've also got a music showcase that I've set up for a community group called the Community Kettle, which is on the 27th of September. So that's a sort of collection of local artists that I've sort of gathered together to come down and do a little mini festival.
So there's some quite independent music venues around the UK. So is there any ones that you want to gig at in the future?
I was thinking about just this today, actually, that I'm spoilt for choice that there's so many good venues for live music. And like quite honestly, I'm quite happy to go to any pub, any restaurant and just get my name out there, really. There's not one that sticks out for me, but one day I would like to play at the Guildhall and pack it out.
So finally, can you tell my listeners, where can I find you on your social media?
So I've got a Facebook page, MMA. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music with MMA as the handle for all of those. And I do have a website, which is www.mma.uk, where you can get all the links to the websites and all of my sort of upcoming music and what I'm getting up to.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.